Hey folks, welcome in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes day by day. Day by day, friends, day by day. We go 25th October. Thanks for being here. Day like 8, getting close to 880. Getting close to 880. Might even be, I'm not sure. Yeah. Tell you what, guys. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff happening. Need to do an update for my Hyperlight because I just opened somebody. I mean, I have a lot of work to do to still get profundity on every account. Especially the free to plays. The free to plays are going to take forever. Just because we have to get executor first, that means we have to open BAM, and then and that's even before we can start on Adrad and Mon Mothma, who you see here, and even on the Hyperlight event, I been working on something. Finally finished it this morning, and opened a certain Jedi Knight from a series of video games, and because I was doing the whole on that account, I was doing the whole the requirements for him, and then the pretty approach patrol, and ended up finishing the requirements for him this morning. I'm just like, let's see what the event's like. And I jumped in, wiped it out, pretty easy event, and then and so now I'm like, what do I need to finish Profundity? Because I was like, why am I done with Profundity? It's like I just need some mats, and I think because I have Mon Mothma. Mon Mothma over there is done, but she's just waiting for the corner piece here, you know, whatever that piece is, and she'll be done, and then we can bring whoever up, and we'll be at Profundity over there, and that'll be good. Here we have to take Jen up to. No, is there no Kairos? Is this a Cairo? No, it's not. Okay. We're gonna be able to take. We just took her all the way to 12. That's really good. Got her all the way to 12. We need her at. So we're getting closer. So we got Jen. You see here we have all the major players. We have we need Dash. We need Radis. 7, 9, 7, 8, 5, 5, and 5, and I think that's it, right? And Hera. Where's Hera? Hera's Terminal 30 already. Okay, so that's fine. But of course, we're not worrying about that. Are we doing let's grab and charge, and then we're just pour in stuff in so we can finish these guys first. Meaning this guy here. What do we need now? Probably need some. To figure out what we need more of. I think we need more of the Kairos, the ones that we've been working on. So who needs Kairos? He does. So we'll grab some Kairos for him here so we can make some more pieces because we're getting closer. Did I'm like, it seemed low because I didn't buy the extra back. So we got that now. So let's Put a little bit more than the 8 we did, and see if we can get a better number. It's 52. It's okay. So that gets us 1 Cairo. Does anybody need just 1? I don't think so. No, we're at the point where everybody we're working on now needs 2 Kairos. Yeah, so we're just gonna. I don't know who we decide who goes first because, obviously Redis needs it. Redis might need those. Yeah, Redis does. He needs those weird things. So I think he's the only one of these computer pads. I think everybody else just needs the standard stuff. Of course, we already got it for Cassian, and then Jen needs the same thing. So a lot of the standard stuff is what we need. But we need to start making some parts, and need 2 of those. What I'm thinking about doing is we just keep stacking stuff on the whatever this. I think the way we're doing it is we just need to pick one and finish them. I think we shouldn't do Redis first. I'm thinking about going. Let's finish Dash first, because since we're so close to Dash, being done with Dash already. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to focus on Dash first, get him done. And then after that, we'll do Cassian, because we need him at 8, we need him at 7. And then provided we don't have Redis done by then, we'll do Jen and Biston. But, Redis is the only one that needs the whatever they are over here. So that'll be good. And we have 4 over here that all need the same chunk rod. So we'll do that. But one thing we need to do first is we need to keep making sure that we push in and get closer to the Y-wing, which that's not helpful. Are you joking right now? All right, that's 2. That's fine. That puts us 84. Another few days. Should be done with that, and then Outrider will be. But it'd be nice to just have to pull Outrider, not have to pull both. Because having to pull both is kind of sucking our. It's kind of making resources a little bit harder than they need to be, and that's okay. We're done with the Y, and we're done with the Y except for that. We're done with this except for that. We're a little ways out now. Yeah, let's just wait. I'm not. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff we need. A lot of stuff. We just need a lot. We'll be there eventually. I don't think there was any doubt that we were going to win that. After, if you missed that, when we did this, it was pretty good. Kay was just packed by all over the place. Had no problem taking us out, which I was a little surprised by, but we caught him out. We full cleared him, and that was pretty impressive, especially what I did with my home one to his home one. That was, if you missed that from yesterday, go back and watch at the end. It's a long video, but that's because we were pulling off some pretty epic stuff there, if I do say so myself, with the home one. And it's in my opinion, it's a really good watch. Just seeing because I was like, and he had a relic. He had all relic 7s and relic 5 on his whole fleet, and no Zetas across them, but he had relic 7s and relic 5s for his whole fleet. And me with my low rebels, because I used the B wing, which was at relic 2, so this relic 4 didn't even count. And then we used the Razor Crest, and we used the Razor Crest he's at gear 13, so he's not even at relic 1. So we use that, and then we use Biggs to tank, and the starting lineup was really interesting, and we only used the one reinforcement, but it ended up really good for us, and picked up a very important win there for us. I really like that. But now with the resources we have left, we just got to dig in and try to finish this, and try our best not to use it on somebody else. Fortunately, we've already got Cassian's piece done. So there's only 3 more, but let's jump in. Did I finish everything? I think I did. No, I didn't. But yeah, it was like super, because I wasn't sure how much it missed, just because I thought the fact that he had higher relics might just dominate me, but we ended up picking up big full clear, and I knew I knew he didn't have profundity, and so we couldn't take down my executor. And I knew he didn't have Leviathan, so we couldn't take down my executor. And so we put home one back there, and we're like, okay, well, like, you want to dance? Let's dance. And I think I did some. I mean, I don't know about you, but I was rather impressed with what I was able to pull off there. Beating him. Let's go and buy. Maybe not. I'm like, let's go and buy this. And I'm like, kind of low. Not that it's the best idea to buy stuff, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, we're low just on a lot of stuff, but I need to try to move and use these very strategically to get some stuff that we might need. That's going to be really important for us to be able to finish Radis and whoever else off, which I'm really hoping we can do. That would be huge if we were able to finish. Because, like, I mean, I don't know. If you're asking how long do you think it's going to be between when you finish Leia and when we finish the profundity question, I'm not going to lie. I mean, you see how long it's taking to right now finish Leia. And just imagine we have to take somebody to relic 9, 8, 7, and then 2 5s. Well, and then we have to bring Hera up to relic levels. So I wish I could say that it's going to be simple task. That's going to be really easy. But the fact is, it's going to be a really tall order to do, and it's not going to be something that happens overnight. It's probably going to take us, even after we have these characters in relics, into relics, after we get them through gear 12 into relics, probably going to take us probably 6 months before we have profundity. But like I said, the reason why we're doing it is just so we can have it and be done with it, so we don't have to worry about, just to be able to use it eventually, because Um, they're not going to come up with another lifter for executor next year. I mean, they could, and I don't really know. I mean, if this is what they're going to do, instead of giving us a new fleet, they're just going to give us a new ship every year to one up the previous. Well, just every time they come up with a new ship, they're just want to make sure that they actually, well, we'll still have to change however the fleet works, just so it doesn't kill Leviathan, because it's so comical that every time a new ship comes out, they have to change the way the Leviathan works so that it doesn't hurt the Leviathan. And it's like if you have Leviathan, if you're on board with Leviathan, that's great. But to me, it's just you're wasting your money. To me, it's just like, I'll get there eventually. In the meantime, I see what you're doing, and I'm going to make sure that we have every fleet covered because of that. Because I'm not under any delusions. I'm going to get very much use out of having Profanity done before they go and bring out a lifter for Finalizer or something else. But at least we'll have the Profanity done, and I won't have to worry about it anymore, which I think is well worth it. And even though that's going to slow us down a little bit, and I don't love that, just having the Leviathan done is going to do a lot of wonders for it, and I'm really excited about that. So we need the one piece. We need a bunch of them, and it's going to take a while, and I know that it's going to take a while, and I'm not happy about it. Because the plan originally was to not do Profanity, was just to start working on everybody else up here and get them off the page. And now it's like Profanity, and then everything else is on the back burner. So but it'll be nice after we get done with Radis and Tamon, and not have to shard them anymore, and we can start sharding. Maybe one character at a time, and work on them one at a time. Just bring them up, keep them to because assuming that we're done gearing these characters, and we have them all geared into gear 12, into gear 13, into relics by the end of the year, then it's still going to be, we're going to have to keep grinding for relic materials and for signal data, which is not surprising, but at least we'll be able to bring one character up and really concentrate on sharding it. And because once all, but then again, we may end up just sort of accelerating through the levels, since everybody at that point will be in relics. So that'll be good, and I'm looking forward to that. Who the character that we might start sharding is, I don't know. I haven't decided. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I kind of had some thoughts on the matter, but not really. Anyway, appreciate all of you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Otherwise, as always, God bless, hold the line, and I'll see you next time. I have friends everywhere. Bye.